Welcome back. Here watching Corporate Eye. Let's focus in terms of Manappuram Finance. If you can just quickly pull up the stock, because overall if you go to see in terms of the numbers, net interest income is up marginally 2%. You have profit after tax which is down 9.2% at 182 crores, and the closing AUM is up around 15.5%. Joining us is Mr. Kapil Krishan, CFO at Manappuram Finance. Welcome to the show, Mr. Krishan. To start off with, firstly, the operating performance is slightly below what the street was estimating. Have the numbers actually met your internal expectations?
You see, FY18 was the effect of demonetization was there for at least the first half of the year, and overall the last 2 quarters have been closer to our expectation, where the gold loan holding has also gone up, and that gives us confidence that we can deliver the gold loan growth of 10 to 15%. That is our expectation. So I would say that the last 2 quarters have been closer to our expectation, and the first half was continued to have the effect of the demonetization.
Okay. Beyond that as well, so you're saying FY19, you're seeing gold loan growth guidance at around 10 to 15%. But with that, in terms of the consolidated book, where do you see the growth coming from, and what's the estimation on that bit?
Yeah, so the consolidated book we have maintained will grow by at least 20%, which we are fairly confident of delivering. And the microfinance business also will be turning around in FY19, mainly on the profitability side. And therefore, we expect FY19 to be a much better year for us.
Okay. The expectation is that the monsoon is expected to be good as well. So with that, would you say that the worst is over, in terms of where the microfinance industry is concerned, and that could actually start contributing meaningfully to the overall business?
Yes, a good monsoon will always help our businesses which are more in the rural areas and bottom of the pyramid. And microfinance also has come out of the demonetization impact. So overall, we do see a much better FY19.
Okay. Apart from that as well, when do we expect the asset quality to stabilize in the home loan business?
So the home loan business, as you know, the competitive pressures are increasing substantially in that business. And as our MD had said on the analyst call, that he expects that in the coming, maybe by a year or so, the NPAs should come down.
Okay. And beyond that as well, you've piloted the two-wheeler project as well. If you could just give us details on that.
Yeah, so our customer base is very amenable to the two-wheeler cross-sale because it's a very similar income bracket. So we feel that two-wheeler is a good business for us to be in, and we have good hopes from that.
Okay. And FY19, what are going to be the growth drivers?
Microfinance turnaround. Okay. And slightly lower OPEX, because we were spending a lot of money on security guards, which we expect to replace with technology solutions, and growth in the gold loan, which was not there in FY18. So these are the 3 main factors which should drive FY19.
Right. Beyond that, Mr. Krishan, one more thing that I want to ask you is that you have resigned as the CFO of Manappuram Finance as well. If you could just help us understand, number one, what's the reason for that? And number 2, as to when will your tenure be ending on this one?
Yes, so I have spent a little less than 5 years. And it has been almost a 10-bagger stock during my tenure. It was around 12 rupees when I joined. And cost of funds was 13%. Now it's 8.5. So I had a good and successful tenure. I'll be moving on to some new challenges. I am here till around end of June.
Okay, but no other reason for you to quit. You're moving to another company, is it?
Yeah, I'm moving on for better prospects.
Right. All right, Mr. Krishnan. Pleasure speaking to you, and thank you for sharing all the details.
Thank you so much.
The stock is well seeing gains of almost 0.7%. But let's quickly slip into a short break and then connect with SK Dubey, Managing Director at PNB Guilds, to get a fine print of their 4th quarter earnings. Please stay tuned.